teaching. You're going to be teaching your face-to-face kids and your online kids at the same time. Depending on your content area, the layout of your classroom, how you teach, this could all look very different, but these are some of the basics. Really make it your own, modify it, reach out to myself or Sammy, let us know what you need, and we'll kind of just make it work. So one of the basics would be you have your face-to-face kids sitting in front of you, and then your online kids would be on a computer. I just have my Chromebook here. If you have the older model Chromebooks, which are the white CTLs, I would recommend that you turn those in. We just got some new Chromebooks that are a little updated. So I'm using my updated CTL. I do have a pair of wired headphones if you needed, because we are going to be teaching with masks on. So if you have a low voice, your talking is a little bit muffled, you might want a headset. I know some of you have like the AirPods or some other devices that you can tie in. Perfect. My online kids would be right here. I have my Google Meet open. My camera is pointed to me. They can actually see what's going on behind me. And then I'm right here and I'm teaching. I could share this Google slide with them if I wanted to. My face-to-face kids are looking at this. My online kids are looking at this. And I can be lecturing, talking. You're not going to move around the classroom too much, but if you had to, you could take this, maybe move it to a different desk. Again, go back to teaching, pointing, maybe I'm writing on the board. Your face-to-face kids are seeing this. Your online kids are seeing this. I can communicate with my online kids. I can read the chat if I need to. I can answer questions with my face-to-face kids. That's just one example. Okay, so in this setup, I have my desk over here. My whiteboard is not too far off. My face-to-face kids are in front of me. I have on my primary screen the Google Meet with my online students. I have my webcam. So with this webcam, I really don't need a microphone or headphones. That would just be preference. If you're close enough to your microphone, this should be enough so that your online kids can hear you and your face-to-face kids can hear you. If I have my secondary monitor, that would be my content. You don't necessarily need to have a second monitor. I could also just have a second device and use my content on that, or vice versa. In this scenario, though, I'm going to be using the second monitor. So my online kids are here. I can actually connect my PC to my audio enhancement, which is my speakers above the classroom. So if my online kids ask a question, my face-to-face kids can actually hear it through the speakers. Here's my content that's being projected onto my boards for my face-to-face kids. I would just go to Present Now, pick that window. So my online kids are seeing this, my face-to-face kids are seeing this. I can stand here and teach. When it comes to the webcam, it's going to be the same thing. You would just turn on your webcam. I know a lot of our math teachers actually use this. Go to your Elmo. And again, this is going to project on my secondary screen because my primary screen is my Google Meet. Okay, so this is my mock trial. I have my face-to-face students, my online students, which I projected on my board here. You don't necessarily need to have your online students on your board. I'm actually going to have them over here so that I can have my content on the board for my face-to-face kids. So I'm actually going to share the screen with my students online.
Brett's tardy.
Miss Barr, I'm teaching, okay?
No, Brett's tardy. I just wanted you to know she came in late.
Okay, we will document that, Miss Barr. Miss Barr hasn't socialized in quite some time, so she's very chatty right now. Okay, so as you can see, I'm in the front of my class right now. On my secondary monitor, I'm presenting to my online students. On my projector over here, my face-to-face students can see, so they don't necessarily need to have their computer in front of them. Jerry Ann does. So if she wanted to, she could follow along either way. If my online students had a question, someone ask a question.
Now you're quiet.
Okay, so I can actually hear that because I have my audio connected. So this is actually playing through my speakers. So if one of my online students asks a question out loud, go ahead, somebody.
Why is SpongeBob the bad guy in your picture?
Okay, so my face-to-face students can actually hear my online students. The issue that you might run into is that your face-to-face students aren't going to be able to communicate with your online students, but Jerry Ann could pose a question in the chat, and then she can ask it out loud. So again, depending on your content area, you're going to have to make this work. Jerry Ann, that's not really a question, but for the sake of this video, we will accept it. So remember that you are only teaching for 30 minutes, okay? I have my face-to-face, I have my online, my secondary monitor could be my content, it could be my smartboard, it could be my webcam. So when it comes to actually utilizing your smartboard the way it's supposed to, you actually have to set up a secondary device. With the smartboards that we have, they're not the up-to-date ones. So if I were to write on this and present it through my PC, my online kids won't actually see it, even though I'm seeing it on my PC. So what you would have to do is hook up a secondary device, such as Swivel's not cooperating with me. Come on, Swivel. You'd have to hook up a secondary device so that your camera is actually showing the background, and in this case, you can use your smartboard. Okay, so in this version, I have my webcam connected to my tripod. My laptop is actually over here. Now, because of this scenario, I would probably make sure that I had a Bluetooth headset and microphone, because my online kids are probably not going to hear me the best just coming from my webcam. The other thing that I did is I set up a TV behind this. So in Bennett's case, she's actually going to be up here doing her thing. Her face-to-face kids are going to be behind my webcam. My online kids are going to be in that same position as if they were online. And then if I need to, I can take a quick glance at my online kids right over here. Again, if you need a tripod and a webcam, this would be because you are not able to be in front of your computer. Your position of where your webcam is needs to be somewhere else. Again, with this, I'm going to say recommending a Bluetooth headset or a microphone so that my online kids can communicate with me. Perfect. That's all I need you to do for. Thanks. Video coming soon.